Tiffany is in there. Tiffany is in there. Holy shit.
She's in the fight. Get his ass.
What?
Welcome back, Warriors. It's me, Linda B. All right, thank you all for joining me here today. Now you know some folks are just so ghetto. I mean, you guys know I really go hard against the Democrats. I call them the demon rats. And look at how they act, y'all. Their policies suck out loud, and then their actual leaders get caught in an actual brawl. I'm talking about Tiffany Henyard. But before we get into it, don't forget to smash the like button, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, hit all notifications so that you are always alerted of new content. Now let's get into it.
This was a heated meeting from the beginning with Tiffany Henyard's boyfriend put on administrative leave. But when someone in the audience called her a name, that's when things got out of control.
You gone.
This happened right after a community activist called Tiffany Henyard an expletive. A fight erupting in the back of the room. Fists, kicks, people jumping on top of tables, monitors smashed, with Henyard and her boyfriend in the middle of the melee.
Everything, it was scary. It was horrible. That's an embarrassment.
It should have never come to blows, and Tiffany should have never got involved.
Public comment portion of Tuesday's Thornton Township board meeting. Earlier in the evening, the room erupted with applause.
To put Kamal Woods and William Moore on administrative leave.
When the board came back from closed session with the announcement that Henyard's boyfriend, Kamal Woods, who runs the township's at-risk youth program, and William Moore, another employee, would both be put on paid administrative leave immediately.
I don't understand why they're on leave with pay, because essentially nothing changes for them because they've been doing the same thing.
The board also approved an independent investigator and/or forensic auditor to look into the use of certain grant money and possible township funds related to the at-risk youth program and the outreach department. Henyard called it political retaliation. She's threatening a lawsuit.
Oh, I'm so happy. Y'all, thank y'all. Thank y'all for the lawsuit. But anyway, it is a motion. It is a motion. You know it.
Police were here all the time, and they did escort a large group outside, but it's unclear right now if anyone was taken into custody or arrested. Reporting from South Holland, I'm Regina Waldrop.
Oh, Lord. Well, you know what? I don't want to have to say what I'm about to say, but I'm just going to have to say it because, you know, I keep it 100. Black folks in positions of leadership. Why we got to act ghetto? This is like you at the club at 2 a.m. in the morning. People done got drunk and they get a little crazy. This is not how you're supposed to act at a meeting. This, I believe, is at the Thornton Township. Oh, so embarrassing. And Tiffany actually got in the fight. Girl, wow. And you know, Tiffany Henyard, you know, she's also the mayor of the village of Dolton, and she's been getting into a lot of trouble. I don't even need to go into that whole history. You know, she's been investigated by the FBI, and then Lori Lightfoot, the former mayor of Chicago, was doing an investigation and came up with her findings, misuse of funds. She had the whole Tiffany Cares thing, and that was supposedly not legit as well. And also previously, not too long ago, Tiffany Henyard of the Thornton Township supervisor, they were like kicking her out so that she would not be on the ballot. And I will have to check back on that to see how that is going. They supposedly kicked her off the ballot through a vote. And she was upset because it would not let her supporters in, but she arrived late. So much chaos around this woman. When will she be gone? When will we be rid of street ghetto super mayor Tiffany Henyard? Oh my Lord, have mercy.
NBC5 News.
Meanwhile, Thornton Township has a new trustee. Residents gathered last night to pick a replacement for one trustee who had resigned last year. And as Regina Waldrop reports, she's hoping to break through the ongoing board stalemate.
From Thornton Township employee to trustee. How are you feeling after last night?
Invigorated. I feel great. It was very positive to see the residents come out, to see that there was unity, that it was peaceful, and that the residents had their voice and that was heard. And it was an amazing evening.
Voters chose Stephanie Wiedemann to replace trustee Gerald Jones, who resigned last year from the post. Wiedemann assumes the position as the township works through a number of issues. Trustees Chris Gonzalez and Carmen Carlisle have boycotted or walked out on most board meetings, refusing to play a part in what they call political games carried out by supervisor and Dolton mayor Tiffany Henyard. Henyard filed a lawsuit against the two trustees last week over their absences and has blamed them for the township losing insurance coverage and laying off employees. The township has also closed the main office and some services halted due to an ongoing lapse in the insurance. Wiedemann says she's ready to get to work and focus on solutions.
Absolutely. Of course, we have, priority of checklists, the insurance being number one so that we can get services back up and running. The levy, the budget is very important. So we do have some key things that we definitely need to hit on. And I look forward to hitting the ground running.
The next Thornton Township board meeting set for Tuesday night, and it will be Stephanie Wiedemann's first as trustee. Reporting from South Holland, I'm Regina Waldrop, NBC5 News.
Thanks to Regina. And now to a major development in the saga of embattled Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard. A judge has dismissed her lawsuit, claiming that a caucus that threw her off the ballot was illegal. NBC5's Regina Waldrop has been following this case very closely for a very long time. She joins us now with details. Regina.
Marion, it is official. Tiffany Henyard is off the ballot for Thornton Township Supervisor, a role she was appointed to in 2022. Now, today, a Cook County judge ruled she didn't file her lawsuit properly, and he dismissed it without prejudice, meaning she cannot refile. So I want to take you back to the scene December 3rd. That is when Tiffany Henyard was thrown off the ballot. It was a packed and raucous meeting with an overflow crowd waiting outside. At that time, Henyard called it unfair and illegal. She said none of her supporters were let in to cast a vote. Now, we spoke to elections expert attorney Bert Odelson, who tells us the caucus was legal, and also a Thornton Township resident who says it might have been legal, but it might not have been ethical.
I think that they used some plays out of Tiffany Henyard's own playbook. They booked a venue that was too small to hold everyone who wanted to attend. They seated their own supporters early.
Were there, conducted the caucus, it was done legally. Even a properly filed objection wouldn't have stood. So she's done.
Tiffany Henyard's only option now is to be a write-in candidate in Thornton Township's April 1st election.
All right. She's out. She's off the ballot. All right. Did they say April 1st? That's April Fool's. Anyway, I think they said April 1st, but I was just bringing that up. And looks like that's been dismissed. She will only be able to do a write-in. And this, you guys, I did a video on that. I'm like, this woman has chaos all surrounding her. Now, the reason that they broke out into that brawl, because one of the residents said, you gon' be, it rhymes with witch. Okay. And he said that, and Tiffany Henyard's boyfriend, I think his name is, well, I'm not sure of his name, but he got upset and they went to fight. Okay. That's, well, at least I can say this. He's not a punk about his woman. I can say that. But she gonna get in there? Oh my Lord, have mercy. Whew, this is a mess. This is so embarrassing. And I got to say this. I hate for Black folks to act up. And then y'all going to say, well, Linda B, well, does it matter black or white? It doesn't matter about that. But this is something about Black folks that we carry. It embarrasses us even when we're not the ones acting crazy. We the ones that are law-abiding, like myself, respectful, kind, treat people the way you want to be treated, Christian, pay our taxes, mind our business, keep our noses clean. But when we see somebody Black acting up, and then you got people of other ethnicities, and you just thinking, Lord, I hope they don't think we all act like this. We don't all act like that. Most of us act properly, but it looked like the fools always get all the airtime. That's what I don't like. We always on TV cutting the food. So embarrassing. Oh, The nutty ones of us get the airtime, while the nice, respectful ones, we just get overlooked. Trust me when I say, most Black folk don't act like that. Okay, I know it might seem like we do, but I'm telling you, it's just the ghetto ones. Ghetto, contretto, country and ghetto. Just a fool.
Today's court ruling in no way impacts her role as Dolton mayor. She remains the Democratic nominee in that contest, but she also is facing a number of lawsuits and financial investigations. Next Monday evening, former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot will release her second report on financials at a public meeting at the Dolton Park District. And we've reached out to Tiffany Henyard's attorney, but we have yet to hear back. Stefan?
A lot of people on the edge of their seats waiting to see what's in that report. Regina, thank you very much. Appreciate it. The people of Dolton had a simple question. What happened to all the money? The village tasked former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot to look into this. And tonight she finally delivered the summary of her investigation into possible mismanagement of funds by Mayor Tiffany Henyard. NBC5's Regina Waldrop was there as Lightfoot laid out how the village ended up being millions of dollars in the red.
Good evening, everyone.
A packed Park District building, eager residents reacting to the results of a nearly 9-month investigation into the spending habits of Dolton's mayor and her administration.
I'm happy that the report is out so that the residents finally know some of the truth.
Still shocked because it's just amazing that this happened. And I think it saddens me also because the government didn't step in.
Former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot said she used witness testimony, emails, and other documents for her probe. With no subpoena power, she says she ran into some challenges, but still managed to get the job done. Henyard didn't attend the meeting.
We were tasked with looking into irregularities, allegations of irregularities regarding financial mismanagement.
Some of her key findings: credit card expenditures never approved, no receipts, more than $170,000 in travel-related costs, $51,000 spent at area restaurants, more than $218,000 for Amazon purchases, and almost $50,000 in supplies for the village's skating rink.
There's no tracking system for what happened to them after they arrived here.
As for litigation, 48 separate lawsuits filed against the village, 12 for FOIA violations. And regarding Vegas, Lightfoot says no business opportunities came to the village as a result of 2 trips taken there. She also says the mayor's ex-assistant, who said she was assaulted by a trustee on a trip in 2023, didn't cooperate with her investigation, nor did any other key witnesses. As for the federal investigation, well, Lightfoot says she doubts anything will happen before next month's election. She also touched on the new administration.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about the new administration. I don't think that they seem to be doing lots across the country and not really focus on the village of Dolton. I don't believe that the federal investigation should be impacted, but there's really no way of telling.
Whoa, that was very thorough reporting from Regina Waldrop. All right, that's everything. Fight. She's not going to be on the ballot for supervisor of Thornton Township supervisor in April. I believe they said April 1st, if I'm not mistaken. And also she's facing challenges in her reelection for the village of Dolton. The report came out. Basically, she just overspent money, just terrible mismanagement of funds. No business opportunities came from that Vegas trip. There were 2 Vegas trips. There was some sort of sexual misconduct, just all kind of chaos surrounding this woman. And you know that she had someone in her administration that was, I'm going to say allegedly a child offender against children. And he was her like code enforcer. That was crazy. And you know she already has a mugshot herself. So that's what's going on with Miss Tiffany Henyard. Got involved in the brawl. It looked a hot mess. Her weave was just all over the place. Y'all, this is a Democrat for you, a demon rat. I want to know if there are any Republicans out here, some MAGA Republicans acting a fool like this. All right, I'll report on that too, but I doubt it. But if I find it, I will put it on my channel. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Don't forget to smash that like button, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, hit all notifications so that you are always alerted of new content. You all be blessed. Love God, your families, the United States of America, and march on, warriors.